I'm cheesing. I'm obsessed with this little guy.
We're very devastated to be giving them away, but you can get one. Welcome to What's the Tea, where Hannah and I spill the clean energy gossip.
We'll be turning complex clean energy concepts into the kind of drama we actually understand.
And stick around for the end of this episode to find out how you can be the winner of our first mug giveaway. Data centers are these massive buildings that house computer servers. And a lot of communities are concerned about the impact of these data centers because they require a lot of different resources.
So from the developer side, they are really trying to be fast in getting these things up.
Right.
They're saying that AI data centers can generate $10 to $12 billion per gigawatt. Bringing a data center online even a few years early could result in tens of billions in revenue that would otherwise be forgone. But connecting a data center to the grid is not an easy or quick thing.
No.
There's this thing called the interconnection queue, where essentially you have to wait your turn in line to be connected to the grid. And these developers are finding that they are spending years in line trying to get connected to the grid so they can power their operation.
Right.
Developers are figuring out that potentially the most viable path for powering these projects is actually bypassing the grid entirely and building essentially like their own private power plants next to these projects. This process is also called behind the meter. Yep. So about 30% of all planned data center capacity in the US plans to bypass the grid.
That's a lot.
And 90% of these new behind the meter projects were announced in 2025.
Almost every project that put out a press release that their behind the meter plans were going to include renewables, hydrogen, nuclear, some form of clean energy. They were all in on it. And then we had detectives at CleanView that went out and put out this report recently. So they've reviewed 46 projects and 75% of them are not going to be investing in clean energy and instead using fossil fuels.
Another wrinkle in this is that the manufacturers of gas turbines are saying that there's a lead time of 5 to 7 years before you get your turbines.
I feel like you can build out some clean energy technologies a little bit quicker than that.
You would think. But these companies want their projects up and running now.
Right.
They are doing...
Yesterday.
They are doing some wild stuff to get them up and running.
I love the shady business. Tell me more.
Would you like to hear a list of examples that CleanView found these companies are doing?
Absolutely. Bring me the receipts.
They're using aeroderivative turbines designed for warships and aircraft.
Okay.
They are using mobile gas generators strapped to the back of semi-trucks.
What year is it?
Other data centers are contracting companies that have never once designed any kind of power generating product at all. You might be asking,
they're just like begging. They're like, anyone just send us some version of a turbine and we're going to strap it to our data center.
I mean, essentially, but these are highly inefficient, highly polluting, very expensive ways to generate power.
Right.
But these data centers don't care because coming online before your competition could result in billions of dollars of profit.
I also just feel like we are watching history repeat itself. It doesn't matter how we get energy, we just need to get it. We don't care who it pollutes, how it pollutes, it doesn't matter. Yeah. And that is really frustrating because I feel like over the last 10, 20 years, we did start to think about where is this going and who is it impacting, and really thinking through the cost-benefit analysis a lot more clearly.
And that was What's the Tea.
So let us know what piping hot tea you want us to spill next.
And if you want to be the owner of these delightful mugs, please tag a friend in the comments and y'all might be the lucky recipients.
And you can also then share it with your friends and you can do cheers like this.
You can do a little nose boop.